All right, guys. We have Jacoby and Jerry from Papa Roach today with us. How are you today, guys?
What's up? Good, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. You're in Berlin right now, right? Doing a press day? All right.
Yes, sir.
How's it going so far?
It's great. We love it here.
Awesome.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we miss coming over to Europe,
I see. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. What is it like in Berlin? Like you've been there a couple of times. Can you maybe tell me what's your best memory of Berlin? Maybe that be that a show or a food spot that you like, or I don't know, tourist attraction.
For me, I would say there was a performance we did at Columbia Hall back in 2016. It was just a knockdown, drag out, rip roaring rock show that night. And it was one of those shows that just resonates in my mind, sticks in my mind as one of the moments, I think, for us here in Berlin, that was just like, all right, we're here to stay. Like, we're not going away. This is the real deal. We got something going on special, here in Germany with our people. And
yeah, I see.
that was a highlight for me. What about you, Jer?
I mean, I would have to agree. That's like one of those experiences that, we it's sort of like shows are kind of, it's our work to some degree, right? So each day isn't going to be memorable, but
sure,
those certain times are definitely ones to stick with us. So that's in there.
Oh, all right, I see. And if you guys both agree on that, so that means something, I guess.
Yeah.
Awesome. With your latest record, Ego Trip, you decided to be more independent and you founded your own label, Noize Records. First, what made you make that decision in the first place, and how is it going so far? What's the first release been like?
It's going good. It's going great in America. Our first track, Kill the Noise, we dropped. It went #1 on rock radio, which is
awesome.
it blew us away, like exceeded our expectations. And then to see that that's like rippling outward, and that's for us, running Noize Records, that's a success right there. That's a huge success story right off the rip. And Jerry was talking about it yesterday. It's like, it's about control, us being able to control our destiny, and knowing that like we could be on the edge of greatness or on the edge of this thing completely derailing and falling apart and just being a total disaster. And it's going really good right now.
Awesome.
So we're freaking stoked, and it'll be interesting to see in the future how we approach the record company. In who knows, maybe we're just getting started with introducing y'all to some new artists. We did release the Last Resort Reloaded remix with Jarris Johnson on New Noise, and did great for us. And so we might dip into some A&R and maybe sign some artists down the road at some point. There's so much talent out there, so much talent out there.
Yeah, super cool. But I imagine it's also, it must be a lot of work. Like, what is it like for you guys?
It's a lot of work. But it's I like it because we are like, we're involved in the process of getting ahead of things and not being reactive. And just we have weekly calls that encompass pretty much the whole thing, and from the creative to the logistical to everything. It's like it's a lot more work, but it's a lot more rewarding because we get to have that big picture.
Yeah, it's like dream up the idea, conceptualize how you're going to execute it, and then look back on it and go, that was dope, or that, how could we have done that better? You know what I mean? Not everything's going to be a winner, but
sure.
It's cool to see through and pop off,
Yeah, awesome. Like you said, Kill the Noise it's a killer track, but I also really dig Don't Swerve in My Lane. Maybe you can tell us how that collaboration came about.
Yeah, man. I was cutting vocals in an Airbnb in North Hollywood, and one of our producers, Nick Furlong, was like, hey, my boy Spencer's gonna pull up. on the session today and just hang for a bit. And Spencer shows up, and I didn't realize, but he's a saxophone player, and he had his saxophone in his car, and we had this loop we were jamming on, and he busted out, started jamming his saxophone in the room. And next thing you know, we're like pulling out the iPhone recorders, like recording the saxophone like that. And then we're like, oh, we should probably do it better. So we got a regular microphone, record it with a regular microphone, cut it up in the track, and it just was something totally funky. And then sent the track off to Jason Alon Butler from Fever 333, and he just threw some ill raps on it. And so he threw some raps on it, sent it back to me. I threw some raps on it. We were trying to one up each other, you know. And then it came time to have a, you know, it could have been fine just the two of the vocalists, but I felt like that's always a feature, right? It's like an artist and another artist. How about like this three-headed monster? What could we create? And so we got this kid Swaco the Child to roll in on the track, and he laid his thing down, and it's a vibe. It's like equal parts P Roach, Beastie Boys, and Rage Against the Machine somehow like smashed together.
Yeah, awesome. It sounds just great. And I mean, Jason, he's killing it, right? I saw them for the first time just this month at Rock am Ring. I was blown away. Like, best show of the whole festival, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
People, I've been seeing footage of their shows over here, and it's going off.
Absolutely.
I'm like, dude, we should bring Fever over with P Roach. That shit would be ill.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna hit Jay
sure.
Butler up, dude. Seriously.
Yeah.
And now when we look into the future, like, what plans do you have with your own label? You said that you maybe wanted to run A&R and, you know, get new artists into your family. What else can we expect from P Roach in the next couple of years?
Later this year, we're going to be releasing a book.
Okay.
We have a book coming, and also potentially a book tour. And that's
awesome.
Exciting. And that'll stretch throughout the next, you know, couple years of promoting that. It's a story of the early years of our band, from all perspectives. From not only the band's perspective, also our ex-drummer Dave Buckner is part of it. Our early A&Rs, some of our peers are in the book, and so it's our story from different perspectives, and it's cool. It kicks ass. It's a good one. So that's coming. That's down the pipeline. You know, us collaboration with other artists is, you know, I got like a stack of them sitting waiting for me to get done. So you know, there's some cool stuff in the works there.
Cool.
And more Papa Roach.
Super cool.
Yep. Lots of touring.
I like to hear that. But the book, so it's also cool. I'm really stoked about that. Awesome. But speaking of tours, I think you're coming to UK in March next year. Is there any chance like you want to hop over to Germany and play some shows?
This could be a possibility. We're actually actively talking about what next year looks for us, what it looks like for us. So it'll be either in the spring or in the summer. It's one of the two time frames that we'll be back over here in Germany. And yeah, man, we miss getting on the stage over here. It was one of the last shows we played was here in Berlin. And what a great night, what a great show, what a great crowd. And so we can't wait to get back to that with our German fans. And we know, you know, y'all been patiently waiting. And so when we come, it's going to be epic. I promise.
Yeah, man. We miss you too. And it's going to be great. Yeah, I think that's it for us. What else would you like to let your fans know?
Follow us on all social media. You know, you guys can stay updated on everything P Roach through those channels. Our YouTube as well. Go subscribe, go follow us on Spotify, Pandora, Apple, wherever you listen to music. You know, keep listening to the radio, people, turn that up, you know. And you know, just we love you guys. We miss you. We appreciate you. And go enjoy some rock shows. P Roach will be back next year. That's right.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. And yeah, have a nice day, you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Bye.